Good morning, America. You know the slogan. Start your day with Christ. Start your day right. Don't end up circling a box like a dummy. No. Never, ever, ever, ever that. Do not be deceived by the left. Do not be deceived by the Islam. Do not end up kissing a rock. Let's get down to the boxing. So we got TysonFury. He's finally done with 3 cycles of PEDs. 2 cycles of PEDs. He ain't have enough time for the 3rd cycle. But he finally got, during the, the 4th retirement? How many times has this guy retired, right? During the 4th retirement, he finally got 2 cycles of PEDs. And he's finally ready to get back in there with AnthonyJoshua. AnthonyJoshua said, I could milk the cow just one more time. My master, I didn't really want to do it. But slave master Eddie, has whooped me into it. He says slave master Eddie took him in the back of the mansion and whooped him like 150 times till he agreed to fight TysonFury. So that's going down, I would say, for Christmas. That's gonna be a Christmas gift. I would say around December, the middle of December. It's going down. And if not, you're definitely getting it in the end of January. So, hold up, let me fix this for you. You got me? Okay. So we got Fury versus Joshua. That's obviously gonna be the biggest fight of this year, right? In December. But in the meantime, you know how boxing be. You need to stay busy. So AnthonyJoshua's gonna go fight a StayBusy. A pies, a payday. But remember what I said in the previous video. What video was that? The Usyk versus Rico Suave. I said in those videos, I titled it StayBusy's Pies and Paydays. StayBusy's Paydays and Pies. We say that, the pundits, the reporters, the speculators. But in reality, there is no such thing as a StayBusy, a payday, or a pie. You can never ever underestimate. You're not playing poker. This is not baseball. You know what I'm saying? This is blow, punches to your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Blow, you could get knocked out. Never ever ever underestimate nobody. But that's what we call them. Paydays, StayBusy's, and pies. So AnthonyJoshua needs to stay busy. AKA more time for a cycle of PEDs. That's really what it is. With the Brits, whenever they're getting a StayBusy, it's because they need a cycle of PEDs. TysonFury is doing the same. AnthonyJoshua already has his fight signed against, I forgot the guy's name, but it's happening in July. I believe July 25th. I believe the same day as Errol Spence versus Tim Tszyu. And TysonFury has also talked about he's getting a payday, a StayBusy, and I expect him to have them around the same time. AJ's gonna have it in July, and TysonFury is probably gonna have it mid-August, late August. You know what I'm saying? At the latest. Otherwise, he's not gonna have a StayBusy, and he's just gonna go straight into the AnthonyJoshua fight in December or January. Now, let's carry on. KatieTaylor, the real GOAT. Clarissa Shields is really the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. But for British women's boxing, KatieTaylor's the GOAT. And, KatieTaylor has had pay-per-views, has had mainline pay-per-views. The thing with KatieTaylor is that she's just intricately tied to Amanda Serrano's. You can't really say that KatieTaylor is the GOAT. You can't really say that KatieTaylor is the bigger name than Claressa Shields without Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 2 against 1. It's like KatieTaylor and Amanda Serrano together are a bigger name in women's boxing than Claressa Shields. But let me just get to the point. KatieTaylor is retiring. Hold up, people. You know, I only got one hand and I'm not trying to drop my new phone. You know what I mean? Hold on, people. Hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. Relax. Relaxy. I'm going to tell you right now. KatieTaylor will be September 5th. September 5th. Her last fight against FloraPili at CrokePark. Shout out to KatieTaylor. She's pushing 40. She's had a great career. You know what I'm saying? But nobody gave you the trilogy against Amanda Serrano. You know what I mean? Shout out to Amanda Serrano. Exciting fights. You know what I mean? KatieTaylor and Amanda Serrano have put women's boxing at a whole other level in conjunction with Jake Paul. We got to give credit where credit is due. Now, let me talk to you about a couple other hot topics that we got over here, right? We got some hot topics. They said DevinHaney. The ducking has ended. DevinHaney has been mandated, is about to be mandated, you know what I mean, by the WBO against, KeshawnDavis. This is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. This is a major problem, ladies and gentlemen. They say, we're tired of your garbage, DevinHaney. We're tired of your ducking, DevinHaney. You didn't want that. He should have taken the Ryan Garcia rematch. Right now? Ryan Garcia rematch would have been an easier fight than KeshawnDavis. KeshawnDavis is about to demolish and stop DevinHaney in about like 5-6 rounds. I'm calling it right now. You know, I've been saying it for years. I'm like the only channel that have been saying that KeshawnDavis is the future of boxing. The businessman. Even before he has his little problems, and now that he's in Christ, boy, now that KeshawnDavis has been found by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, he's about to completely take over boxing. I said it here years ago, and I'm going to continue to say it, and you will see this come true. KeshawnDavis is about to be the biggest name in boxing. Maybe not in 6 months, but within a year, within 2 years, KeshawnDavis will be undisputed. KeshawnDavis, I'm telling you, maybe 3 years, KeshawnDavis is taking over boxing. So the WBO has seen that, you know what I mean, DevinHaney has been milking the cow for the last 3 years, ducking Ryan Garcia, ducking Rolly Romero, ducking Gervonta Davis, ducking everybody, ducking Lamont Roach. He's not signed to nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's a free agent. Why can't we get DevinHaney against Lamont the Legend Roach? Why can't we get DevinHaney against Isaac Cruz? Why can't we get DevinHaney against Rolly Romero? DevinHaney, after he got his jaw cracked in 15 places, I think 18 fractures, this man has just been ducking and collecting paydays and just wishy-washying. He shouldn't even be given any opportunity for any belt. But the WBO gave him an opportunity, and the WBO is about to mandate. They're like, yo, you need to get in there with KeshawnDavis. You know what I mean? You were supposed to make the rematch against Ryan Garcia, which is the fight that everybody wanted. That should have been happened. All this ratting. You know what I mean? All this bitching. You know what I mean? The only solution for that would have been to run it back. And win, lose, or draw, if you just would have run that shit back like Deontay Wilder did. Like Canelo Triple G did. You know what I mean? Like so many before. Win, lose, or draw, we just would have been like, yo, It is what it is. He gave the fans what he wanted. You know what I mean? And he could have came in there with the better game plan. He could have outboxed Ryan Garcia. Or he could have gotten his shit cracked in 15 different places again. But regardless, the fans would have been happy. But no, you want to be ratting. You want to be calling the authorities. You want to be begging and dropping bags of cash to remove the L from your record. Just some straight bitch ass shit, you know what I'm saying? We could have got DevinHaney against Teofimo Lopez. Make that shit now. They're both fucking washed. Make me sick. But the authorities are getting sick of DevinHaney. And now they're like, we need this. We need this now. You know what I mean? Or step aside. Next mandatory. We ain't playing no type of games. Which were la 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 la. Mashallah, inshallah. It's just shut the fuck up. Nigga. Get in the fucking ring, bitch. Playing none of these games no more, boy. I don't really want to talk about boxing. Boxing got me amped up now. Now this whole TysonFury, Joshua, Duckin, DevinHaney. The only good news is like KatieTaylor. How is women's boxing the only good news? Fucking boxing. Makes me sick. Now let's talk about crypto collapsing. Yo, you know I told you. I told you years ago. I've been telling y'all niggas. If you've been following me long enough, I've been told you crypto is a scam. That shit's a Ponzi scheme. Cause I'm an OG, I see through things real quick. Decentralized. Nigga, I've been hearing the dollar's gonna crash for fucking 30 years. These are fucking haters. You know what I mean? These are commie haters, just a different form. Just like the LGBT, just like the leftists. These fucking crypto dummies are just another form of fucking haters. The dollar's gonna crash. The #1 reserve currency on the fucking planet's gonna crash, you stupid retards. No, you know what's gonna crash? Fucking bombs on these fucking Arabs. That's what's gonna crash. Fucking bombs on these fucking Asians. Anybody that fucking disrespects the fucking dollar about to get their shit rocked, nigga. Like Venezuela. Get your fucking leader snatched up in the middle of fucking night because he stopped trading in the dollar. Nigga, you ain't playing no fucking... You think America, the big motherfucking dick, is about to let some fucking cryptocurrency take over their currency? You think that America's gonna let Bitcoin take over the dollar? Are you fucking retarded? Are you fucking stupid, nigga? So, now, in case you don't know, in case you've been living under a rock, crypto has been crashing. That shit is getting butt fucked. Crypto has been completely collapsing and has totally collapsed, nigga, in the last 30 days. That shit has dumped from like 90,000 to 60,000, and every day, every 2-3 days is losing $1,000. All the institutions that were pumping it up, pyong, you know the institutions, you know the rich niggas, them niggas got no loyalty at all. They've been telling you for years, just buy Bitcoin and hold, buy and hold. And now they're the first ones to leave. Boy, that shit was mad predictable, nigga. I never believed in Bitcoin. I never supported Bitcoin. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? The whole story of it's decentralized. It's decentralized where? Where is it decentralized? Where? Where? On the internet, you fucking dumb fuck. Ain't nothing on the internet's decentralized. No, they can't take my Bitcoin. It's decentralized. It's on a ledger. These niggas don't even know what the fuck these things mean. And what happened? What happened 3 days ago? Like $300 million got seized from Iran. They're seizing all that shit. Ain't nothing decentralized on the internet, you dumb fuck. And now, so the like $300 billion that Iran was hiding, you know what I mean, got seized. Cartel Bitcoin accounts seized. They're taking all that shit, nigga. And the institutions, the big boys, you know what I mean? The billionaires that were investing in Bitcoin, pew, of course, they see shit being seized, they're gonna be out. They're the first ones that are gonna be out. So the shit has dropped dramatically. And now you got all these crypto dummies on the internet crying, posting their L's. They're like, my life savings is gone. My life savings is gone. Oh no. I thought Bitcoin was an asset. I thought it was decentralized. I thought Bitcoin was the future. Nigga. So I'm over there, I'm on Twitter, just roasting these niggas. You know me, I'm a petty nigga, boy. I will tap dance right on your fucking dead head, motherfucker. Boy, don't ever put your fucking L's on. If I don't like you and I don't like what you stand for, don't ever put your L's on the internet, nigga. I will tap dance right on your fucking bleeding head. Hypothetically, you know what I mean? Figuratively, you know what I mean? Not for real. But, so niggas is talking about their wives are leaving them because, you know what I mean, 80% of their life savings is gone. They can't pay the mortgage because they put it all in Bitcoin. Stupid niggas. Stupid. Who the fuck puts fucking 80% of their life savings on a coin on a screen? And when the platforms came out like Coinbase and all these other ones, right? I said, I don't trust these niggas. Where the fuck is that at? Where's the central office? You don't even know where the central office is at. California? I don't trust nothing coming out of California, nigga. Those are commies. I ain't sending no commie no 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand. Putting it on a screen. I'm gonna have 30, 40 grand on a screen. On a coin with a frog head on it, with a dog head. That's another thing. So then the dummies, they fell for Bitcoin, and then on top of that, they started to diversify and dilute Bitcoin, because essentially that's what it did. It diluted it, and they started to buy shit coins and altcoins and meme coins, all these other ones. You know, the Shiba, the one with the dog. You got another one, an elephant, another one with a bull, another one with a frog. They started to buy even worse coins than Bitcoin. So now, of course, the first thing to completely collapse were the altcoins, the meme coins, and then Bitcoin. And the whole fucking cryptocurrency industry is just collapsing in the last 30 days real fast. And it's gonna continue to collapse. The shit is not an asset. An asset makes you money, nigga. An asset has revenue. Coca-Cola, Home Depot, Walmart, Amazon, Intel, Tesla. These are assets. These are companies that make revenue. These are companies that have real customers, not just investors. Where is the revenue for Bitcoin or shitcoin? Where's the revenue for any of these coins? There is no revenue. Nobody fucking uses this in real life. This is a total fucking fantasy on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I've been saying it for years. It's just about time. It's just a matter of time before this shit collapses. Warren Buffett has been saying it. The world's richest investor, Warren Buffett. He said, I have no interest in Bitcoin. Where's the revenue? This is not a company. How is this an asset? An asset is a house giving you some cash flow from rents. An asset is Coca-Cola, selling Coca-Cola to people. McDonald's selling you Big Macs. Where is the revenue from this? The only way that Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency makes money is from other people buying the crypto. They're not buying a product. They're not buying a service. And then you're supposed to just put your money there and hold. Nigga, I'm gonna hold my dick. The only thing I hold is my fucking dick. I'm not trying to fucking have $17,000, $18,000, $20,000 on a screen and hold that shit for 10 years. They tell you, well, if you would have bought Bitcoin at $1 in 2009, by now you would be a millionaire. Nigga. Knock, knock. That's 17 years. That's 17 years. I've been made a, I don't want to go into the details, but anybody with a half a brain is going to make over $1 million in 17 years without having their money locked in there. You make way over multiple millions of dollars in 17 years by investing in other things, in real estate, in real companies, in McDonald's and Home Depot and Uber and, you know what I mean? Tech companies just opening up. You know what I mean? You buy them when they're low and you let them skyrocket. Boom! And if things don't work out, at least you own part of a real company. And you just wait, you know what I mean? A year or so for it to come back. But Bitcoin is not a company. Crypto has no customers, no revenue. This is a Ponzi scheme. The only way it makes money is by you buying Bitcoin. You see Coca-Cola, McDonald's, for you slow dummies, let me explain it for you. Coca-Cola, McDonald's makes money whether you buy the stock or you don't. Because their revenue doesn't come from stock investors. That's just a part. But the majority of their revenue comes from regular people that are not investors. Just regular people that just walk up to a store and buy the Coca-Cola. Regular people that are hungry and want to go get a Big Mac. They're not stock owners. They're not investors. They're just regular random people. You know what I'm saying? That's where the majority of a business's revenue comes from the average regular person. It doesn't come from people buying into the company. That's just an extra, you know what I'm saying? That's just a way for you to make money. But Coca-Cola, McDonald's does not need you to buy the stock for them to make money. And Bitcoin does. Bitcoin requires you. Bitcoin only has one option for it to make money. You buying the stock. That's not an asset. That's not a business. There's no revenue there. What kind of fucking retarded system is this? This is a Ponzi scheme. Like MLM, like multi-level marketing. You know what I mean? There's like all those fucking scams that you see for years. But whatever. You know what I mean? The shit is dropping. I'm really, really enjoying all the little stupid bitches. Like all the little millennial bitches, the skinny millennial bitches. And you know more than half these niggas is fucking leftists anyways, you know what I mean? You know how leftists are fucking stupid. And the niggas that's not leftists are just stupid, you know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing a lot of these skinny bitches, right, on the internet. They're like, I lost $22,000 on Bitcoin. Oh, my life savings. I can't pay my rent now. This shit's fucking hilarious, nigga. I be sending them shits like, yo, come on by. Daddy's gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you, bitch. Don't worry. Suck my dick once a week. I'll pay your rent. Hold up. Come on by, you little 18-year-old. Come on by, you little 19-year-old. Make me some cheeseburgers and your panties. And suck my dick. And I'll pay your rent for 1 month. And kick your dumb ass out of here. Get the fuck out of here, stupid bitch. You know what I mean? You gotta treat, I mean, I'm not like, I don't hate Bitcoin. You know what I mean? I don't hate Bitcoin. I might just buy some Bitcoin when that shit drops to 35K. That shit's dropping from like $90,000 from $90,000, it has dropped to $66,000 in 30 days. It has the biggest drop of any asset, you know what I mean, on the market. And all the other, you know, Ethereum and Solana, because I know my shit, you know what I'm saying? All the other ones are just dropping. Not as fast as Bitcoin, but they're also dropping, you know what I mean? All the shit coins, the irrelevant coins, and nobody should have ever invested in anything. But I don't really hate Bitcoin, but I know what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is like boxing. Bitcoin is a whore. That shit ain't no wife. You could wife up McDonald's. You know McDonald's, no matter what AI, what Armageddon, you know what I mean? No matter what World War III, you know McDonald's is gonna be there. You know McDonald's is gonna be open. You know what I'm saying? You know Uber ain't going nowhere. You know Amazon ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Those, you wife up Amazon. You could buy Amazon stock, Coca-Cola stock, Johnson & Johnson stock, and hold it for like 2 years, 3 years, you know what I'm saying? You could buy the S&P 500 index fund, which is basically, you know what I mean, a fund that has 500 of the biggest companies in America, like Johnson & Johnson, McDonald's, you know what I mean, Walmart, Target, etc., right? You could buy the index fund, the S&P 500, and it's guaranteed, like, guaranteed to go up 10 to 15% per year for like the last 40 years. You could wife up the S&P. You're not gonna wife up Bitcoin. Bitcoin? You're not gonna wife up a horse. This is the problem that we have in investments, in sports, in so many different things. We have this problem where niggas wanna wife up the whore. It goes back to the baby mama. You know what I mean? Bitcoin is the baby mama with 14 tattoos and 2 babies that don't look alike. You're like, who are these niggas, little niggas' daddies? Where are they? She has no idea. She don't even know when she got pregnant. They just popped up sometime. One has blue eyes, the other one is got brown eyes. You know what I mean? One looks kind of like biracial, and the other one looks Mexican. And you're like, and the girl looks white. And you're like, whose babies is these? That's what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a straight fucking whore. And there's nothing wrong. You don't have to hate the whore. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta hate the whore. You could, you know what I mean, slide through. You know what I mean? Use the whore real quick. I might just buy some Bitcoin. I'm gonna keep it G. I'm gonna finish off the video with that. I might just buy some Bitcoin. I see this fucking slump. This shit's just totally collapsing. I'm just laying back, waiting for the total collapsion. Like, yeah, bitch. Totally, completely collapse. You know what I mean? I'm waiting like a wolf behind the weeds, in the woods, waiting for my fucking prey. And I might just buy some Bitcoin. I might not. But I might. I might just wait for that shit to completely collapse from like 90,000 to 35. And then, I mean, I might snatch me a couple Bitcoins, you know what I'm saying? Use the hole real quick. Give her some back shots from the back real quick for like 6 months. And once that shit goes up within a year or so, I expect it to go up from 35 back up to like 65, 70,000. And just blah, dump the hole. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hold that bitch. Hold, you know, hold is like the slogan of Bitcoiners and crypto. You know, just buy and hold. You'll be rich for life when you're like 80 years old. Nigga, I need money now. I ain't trying to have my money locked up on no fucking Coinbase screen. You know what I mean? By some geeks in California that might just rob my shit. Like, that's another thing. Every couple years you hear of a new platform shutting down. You know what I mean? And all your money is just gone. And none of this shit is secured by the FDIC, like your money in the bank. Your money in the bank is insured by the federal government, by the FDIC. You know what I'm saying? So if your bank shuts down, or your bank gets robbed, or your bank burns down, or whatever, you know what I mean? You call the FDIC, you give them your account number, and all banks in America, real banks, not fucking cryptocurrency fucking platforms, are insured, so you're gonna get your money back. You know what I'm saying? But crypto is not insured. So remember the little geek with the curly hair that was living in the fucking islands? That's another thing. All these platforms, they tell you they're in California, they'll tell you they're in Texas, but they're not. They're in some fucking island. You know what I mean? They're like in the Virgin Islands and shit. They're like in Barbados. You know what I'm saying? Remember the little curly Stein? The little curly juicy? You know what I mean? With FTX. Remember FTX, like about a couple years ago? They all got shut down for fraud, for stealing like $400 billion in crypto. And that's not the first one. The year before that, it was another one. They had another one in China, and then they had another one in Canada, and they had another one in America. And every couple years, you hear of a fucking platform. And what happens to all these people's money? Nothing. The federal government is not insured. They're like, that's not my problem. Who told you to put your fucking 30 grand into this platform? You know what I mean? Are you stupid? You know what I mean? You put your money into, you know, a company that you understand. you know, some Charles Schwab, you know what I'm saying? Some Fidelity, some Chase, some real shit that you know they have a fucking real office, that you know it's really insured. Niggas should see, you know, because the thing is, this all comes from the gambling mindset. That's a whole other video I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a whole other video on the gambling epidemic. Gambling is the new COVID. Gambling is the new COVID. Gambling is the new virus, the mental virus. Don't you see gambling everywhere? You see FanDuel, DraftKings, Polymarket. Now you got shit that is not even on sports. Just random questions. Will your dog take a shit at the park today within 2 hours? You could bet $200 on that. Will your girl give you some dome after you come home from work if you bring her pizza? You could bet $500 on that. Just random stupid shit. Will Trump tweet within the next 3 hours? You could bet $500 on that. You have a serious gambling problem in America. And crypto just happened to be another avenue, another version of the gambling. You know what I'm saying? Just like the leftist communists, they have the LGBT angle. You know what I mean? They got the black reparations angle. Now they got the Islam angle. Do you need to take 4 boosters? Medical angle. You know what I'm saying? These are all the same angle, the same old stupid shit. You know what I mean? I have a new channel, OG Stockman. The link is below. You know what I mean? I'm building up my skills. I'm building up my, you know what I mean, my information. You know what I'm saying? But that channel is going to be based on stocks and markets and real money, based on real companies. You know what I mean? Subscribe to that channel if you want to learn how to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Because you know your boy. I'm looking for another angle, a new lane to get fucking paid, so I can make epic videos in the park every day. You know what I mean? I haven't had a job in like 20 something years, and I'm definitely not going back to no fucking job. Hashtag. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning my stocks, I'm learning my futures, I'm learning my indexes, I'm learning my options, and that just seems a little complicated at first, but it's like anything. You know what I mean? Every day, you know what I mean? I'll be watching my 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Getting my skills up. Because I understand that the stock market is a real business. You know what I mean? Real companies. You can make real money. Bitcoin and crypto is a scam because they don't have real customers. They're not really insured. You just need to understand that. I knew this years ago. I knew this like 10 years ago when they first started talking about Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? I might just go in there. You know what I mean? Use the hole real quick for like 6 months until that shit pumps back up to 60 G's. You know what I mean? From 35, 45 to 60 G's. Crack them for like 15, 20 grand real quick in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But long term and big money terms, the money's in the stock market. The money's in with the real companies, with the Ubers, you know what I mean? With the Taco Bells, you know what I mean? With the real shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning that. I'm learning how to leverage my money, you know what I mean? How the charts work, you know what I mean? When to get in, when to get out. Because that's another thing. Just because the stock market is a real business, it don't mean that you can't lose your money. 80 to 90% of stock traders, we're not talking Bitcoin, we're not talking crypto, people who trade stocks, 80 to 90% of people who trade stocks lose their money within a year. So, that's not gonna be me. No. That is most definitely not gonna be the OG. I'm gonna scope out, you know what I mean? The industry, scope everything out real quick, and when I go in, I'm going in light, $50. You know what I mean? Get my feet wet, get my practice in. I'm not going in there and betting, it's not betting, you know what I mean? But risking. That's the problem. People see crypto and they see stock market. They see these things as gambling. No. This is not DraftKings, nigga. This is real motherfucking money. This is real fucking knots, you know what I'm saying? Real money. And you know what I mean? But I've had businesses for years. So I already know, you know what I mean? You gotta get your feet wet first, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go in slow. You gotta study shit. You gotta study the platform, the technology. I'm not about to have my technology just stuck there. I'm gonna research that company. Where's it located? Who runs it? How long they've been there? What kind of technology they have? Who are their engineers? You know what I'm saying? I'm most likely gonna go with Charles Schwab because, you know, that's like a big name that's been around for like 100-something years. You know what I'm saying? But I might go with Webull. Webull is pretty, you know, reliable as well. Or Ninja Trader. You know what I'm saying? I've been studying, I've been researching these companies, and I'm always gonna get, just like you got suppliers, I don't have one supplier. I got multiple suppliers for like real shit, right? In real life, right? I'm gonna have like multiple platforms just in case one acts up. I'm not gonna put all my money in one platform. And I'm gonna put 10, 20 in this one, 10, 20 in that one. You know what I mean? So you have a backup. And I'm not gonna leave my money just sitting there. It's withdrawals, nigga, every 60, 90 days. Give me my shit. I'm not there to fucking hold. I'm gonna hold my fucking dick is what I'm gonna hold. I'm in there to get my money. You know what I mean? Whether it's day trading in one day or weekly, swing trading. You know what I mean? And some like McDonald's, Johnson & Johnson, S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones. Some, I'll leave the money there. You know what I mean? I'll leave 10 G's just sitting there for like over a year. You know what I'm saying? But the majority, the other 90%, I'm in and out, nigga. I'm in there to get my money in one day and be out. Be out with 2 G's, 3 G's, or $40, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Get in and out within a week. You know what I'm saying? Within 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, to 5 days. Because the market is closed on the weekends, right? But within 1 day to 5 days, I'm getting my money. I'm going in there and I'm getting my money and coming out. Whether I'm coming out with 10% or 20% or 30% wins, but I'm coming out with wins. I'm not gonna go into something. I don't expect to win every single trade. You know what I'm saying? I'm realistic. I do expect to lose here and there, but I'm gonna prevent that as much as possible with research, with demo trading, because they give you demo tradings, you know, playing with monopoly money, with like fake money, so that you could practice. I'm gonna study the charts and I'm gonna study the companies days before. They show you the charts, you could be like 3 months, 5 days, 1 day, 1 week. You could go back. You could just scroll back to see how it be. The pattern. I'm gonna study that shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna study them shits real good. I'm gonna write them down. You got a watch list. This is mad technology. You know what I mean? When I go in on something, I'm most likely 80 to 90% chance of winning. Whether I win 20%, 30%, 40%, or I triple up on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, that's my goal. Eventually, it's my goal to put down 2 G's and come out with 8. Come out with 10. Come out with 12. You know what I mean? And come to the park to make epic videos. Hashtag no lie. Peace.